It's time.
Trill time.
Gonna blow your mind.
Oh, hello. This is Trill Time with your host, Trill. Now, today's subject, well, isn't it obvious? We are going to be discussing behind the scenes of America's Best Dance Crew, Season 1, Episode 4, Week 3, Live in Color.
Last week on Randy Jackson Presents America's Best Dance Crew. Your votes say Kava Modern, Live in Color, Jabberwockies, and Breakskate. Iconic broke out of the mold and made the cut.
No bottom two this time.
Status Quo fell short and suffered a major injury.
I don't feel like talking right now. I don't feel like talking.
That left the two crews with the fewest votes to battle it out in a sudden death face-off. Fish and Chicks freaked it in heels. Fam 5 couldn't holler back, and their banner fell. 7 crews remain, all chasing the $100,000 grand prize and the dream of becoming America's Best Dance Crew. And I am joined on stage by the 7 crews competing for the title of America's Best Dance Crew. Here they are, Jabberwockies, Iconic, Breakskate, Live in Color.
Okay, rewatching this, when we were on stage, when they were announcing the 7 crews that was left, usually we'd be all extra and joyful. But looking at it, I at first was like, why are we looking like that? But then I remembered, this episode, we had some differences with the wardrobe. Now, mind you, we love the wardrobe ladies. It was 2 African-American ladies. We loved them to death. But this particular week, we were clashing. Nothing transpired to the level of like anger or anything. But it did get very intense. They were so solid on this look and we wasn't. We was like, we can really wear something else. The main problem with the wardrobe this episode was they kind of forced Terry. I don't like to say force and I don't like to speak for people. They forced Terry to wear a sorority shirt. The young ladies was not in a sorority and they did not know the magnitude of it. And we tried everything. We threw in this shirt, that shirt. They're like, you just can't wear these because they have to be approved. This shirt is approved. It was like, how did that get approved? And if you notice, they cut a letter off the shirt. What I can say and what I witnessed is Terry was furious. Like, he knew the backlash that he was gonna get, we was gonna get. They basically told him, like, if you don't wear the shirt, you're not gonna be able to perform because you can't put on nothing else. I hate to say it, but he was bullied to wear that shirt. We was like, we understand if you don't want to perform, but he was like, I can't not perform. We're already here. So it was a very difficult decision. And we already knew when he wore that sorority shirt, we were going to get backlash. And then we started to feel like, because I mentioned previously that Zark said that they were trying to sabotage us. So, of course, that was always in the back of our mind. This is sounding like he's right. Why are y'all so, like, focused on him wearing this sorority shirt? And we telling y'all, like, from the deep pit of our gut, this is going to be bad for us, like. And they were kind of brushing it off like, I don't see why they would cancel y'all. Y'all are too good. One of the top groups. It was like when people would lose respect for us. And then like Terry is a target. It was so bad. We were literally in tears. Like, we don't want him to wear that shirt. You don't have anything else with those colors. And it was like, this is the only thing that is approved. He just was like, I'm going to perform, y'all. This is going to be bad for us. Let's just see what happens. But he was absolutely pissed off. I felt so sorry for him. I really, really did. But we was with him. We was like, hey, if we get kicked off this week because we refused to wear a sorority shirt, we was like, that might actually be a good thing. He felt like he would have let us down if he didn't perform. We don't really know like how they can maneuver the contract to like sue us. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot going on, and he just said, I'm going to just wear it. And he said, I'm going to apologize. I remember he was like, I wish it was a way that they could know. Well, baby, Terry, I got you, because this is the way that they're going to know. You did not want to wear that shirt, and you fought so hard not to wear it. And I know some people going to be like, well, he should have just stood up, but that's just what happened. But he did not want to wear that shirt. For real.
Fish and Chicks, Status Quo, and Cabo Modern. You at home voted last week, and we've got the results. During tonight's show, we're going to reveal the 4 crews with the most votes that'll advance to our next show, and the 3 crews with the fewest votes, one of which will be eliminated tonight. All right, let's start with Status Quo and Live in Color. One of you...
Really? We first again? We about to find out if we about to be at the bottom of the top first again? And they said, Status Quo, Live in Color. I said, I'm looking at my face right now. I'm like, but hey. Are we at the top or are we at the bottom?
Who is in the top 4 and has been saved by America's vote. The other could be going home. Status Quo, the judges love your wild and crazy street style, but last week they were a little disappointed by your performance. Live in Color, you broke out some gymnastics last week and impressed the judges, but they also said you were a little sloppy and the booty shaking is getting a little old.
We a little sloppy and the booty shaking getting old. That was JC. Booty shaking getting old. When? I think everybody's booty shaking now. Even though this was 18 years ago. And we've been booty shaking before 18 years ago. Oh, not booty shaking. They can't get old.
But how did America vote? Live in Color. America has spoken. Congratulations, you're moving on.
Yes, we made it. That was so intense. We were like just say it. When they said Live in Color, we was like, you made it to the, we made it. So knowing that you're not going home before you dance was a plus.
That means Status Quo, once again, you're on the razor's edge and could be cut later on tonight. Now, let's jumpstart tonight's Dance Craze Challenge. Each crew was assigned a dance phenomenon that exploded on the web and in the clubs. On top of that, we dropped a surprise physical challenge on each crew that'll test the skills of their entire team. Our first safe crew is Live in Color. Let's see how they prepared to give us some of that Southern flavor with their Dance Craze Challenge. For their challenge, Live in Color had to put their spin on DJ Unk's Dirty South dance craze, the two-step.
First of all, I would like to say rest in peace, DJ Unk. Because this is the song that they chose for this episode and for this challenge was DJ Unk two-step song. We had a routine off the remix with DJ Unk and Teddy Payne, but no, we did not get the remix. The challenge is called a Dance Craze Challenge, right? But it's really like AKA hood dances and what they would probably call TikTok dances of today. But at that time, it was like hood, like represent your hood with your hood dance. So like we understood the challenge. These are like chill dances. Like we got to create a routine. Because we was really like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Like we got a wilder crowd. Like, we didn't feel like our reviews the week before was that strong, and we was like, we can't fall down now, and now we got a dance craze challenge where we just we wanna vibe, but we like, can we afford to vibe? And Terry was like, y'all tripping. This is perfect for us. And we was like, elaborate. And he did. He delivered. He choreographed most of this episode. We all, of course, collaborated, but he got it started. He got us excited about it. He's like, we can kill this challenge. Are y'all tripping? We literally are the kings and queens of hood dances. Yeah, we from Miami. Yeah. He saved this episode. Terry was targeted with the shirt and almost didn't perform because of the respect he have for sororities and fraternities. He will have to forfeit his spot on the show and not show up, is what they told him. And I already told him I was going to do this. So like I said, I don't like speaking for people, but he said I can. Terry, did not want to wear that shirt. Like, we just needed to switch his shirt. That's it. And they just did not want to do it. Makes you wonder, was it on purpose?
The steps for the two-step are actually simple. It's just about putting that personality to the dance to bring it to life.
With little time for Live in Color to perfect the dance, Layla stopped by to throw them a curveball.
During your routine, your crew must exchange clothing.
Okay, so after we figured out, Terry figured it out. As soon as we started getting in the groove, we got another challenge for y'all within the challenge. This is a challenge within the challenge. A challenge within the challenge. How y'all gonna double dose on that? We already was like, they told us we had to change clothes. Change clothes. Oh no. We started, like Terry said, we had ideas back to back to back. We was like, let's do this, let's do that. And then when we got on the doing, we was like, yeah, this kind of trash. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they hire choreographers for the show just in case they pick a group that they believe in, but they just don't have choreography. So they have choreographers on standby. We have to go through the choreographers in order to present our stuff on the stage. That's just how it's set up. And in the contract, it also explains that sometimes you would not be doing your own choreography if they feel like your choreography is trash. So that's how we knew our choreography wasn't trash, because all of that choreography was ours. Or members of the group that wasn't presented on a show. Like my sister, for example.
It's hard enough putting clothes on by yourself. Now you want me to put my clothes on her while we dancing to the beat? That's hard. Seriously? We had a lot of ideas back to back to back. Then we got up and tried to do the ideas. It was a different story.
The choreographers that were hired to make sure everything was presented on the stage well, they saw us struggling with this exchanging clothes challenge within a challenge. And they were like, have you guys ever switched jackets? And we like, no, but like, we know how it go. Well, let me see what you got. So we did it or attempted, and they just corrected it. We never actually was like taught step by step how to do it. So when we attempted to do it, the choreographers was like, actually, this is how you do it. They were responsible for teaching us how to switch jackets. So me and Bianca was the first people to attempt it, and we aced it first time. But they didn't believe that we never did it before. They thought we were like, no, we don't know what that is. And then they showed us, and we like, actually. I mean, but as far as Calvin and Terry go, sorry guys, but I have to tell this part. Ooh, they was struggling. Ooh. They was hot. They was like, man, why we gotta have this? This is already a challenge. No, me and Bianca was like, well, you know, we got it on the first try. Bruce and Teddy, my brother and my cousin, They didn't have a problem. And Cass, I'm sorry, Cass. Cass ain't have a partner, so Cass did his own thing in the middle, child. We never knew what Cass was gonna do on a jacket switch part until we saw the actual episode. That was worth the wait, okay? Because we was like, what is he doing? We don't know because we concentrating on switching the jackets, but what is Cass doing back there? I love you, Cass. But what were you doing back there? But you was doing it. You did it. You did it well. Finding out we had to switch clothing during the performance. Whoever made that challenge. And why I gave... Whatever.
Can they change their clothes without changing their moves? With DJ Ump's two-step, here's live in color.
A two-step, a two-step. They're going two-step, they're going two-step, they're going two-step, they're going two-step.
It was the first time our group stepped on this show. First, I would like to say, I got my grills in. I remember when we got this challenge, we wanted them to turn the lights out and our grills light up. So when we say get jiggy with it, you see the lights. And you see, like, we wanted something in our hands, so we do like this, and the grill's coming. And then when we go into the routine, the lights came back on. Now, don't be stealing our idea, because I know this was 18 years ago. We still didn't do it. I probably shouldn't have told y'all. The production told us, oh, we can't turn the lights off. We can't do that. We was like, okay. We also asked, can we jump off the stage or come from off the stage on the stage? And they said, we don't know if the camera angles. They gave us an excuse why we couldn't do it. I'm going to say it again. They gave us an excuse as to why we could not come from off the stage on the stage or jump off the stage. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Because we asked first, before this episode, okay, we get it. This is the first season, the guinea pig season. So we like, okay, we get it. When we made the show, we wanted to represent for Miami, most definitely. For Live in Color, most definitely. For Florida or the South so well. We wanted to incorporate what the South is known for. And booty shaking is one of them. The grills. This challenge was really actually important. We did
Interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you this.
childhood Miami dances on a nationally televised show in a competition. We was like, stick. What? People like, what is that? What are these dances? We started off with stepping. That's probably why they picked that shirt for him, because they like, oh, they're stepping, so you know, sorority fraternity. But they didn't get it, and it was, oh.
Live in color.
Now, I'm gonna be blatantly honest with you. This wasn't our best week, but it was. But most people from Miami, when we ask them, like, what was y'all favorite episode? They always be like, oh, when y'all switched them jackets. I'm so glad we did it. Because at first we were skeptical, like, are they even going to like this? They're not even going to understand the dances. They're not. We just did it anyway. I am so glad to witness an episode where we represented our city, especially with the girls. I know this for you. I don't care. I don't care. It's my girls for the night. Real quick, also rewatching this episode remind me of how much we hated the music. Besides the actual two-step song, when it came to our mix, the music guys, they were so talented. It's not like they're not good at what they do. They just didn't understand our music. So they tried their best. We pretty much got used to it, but like hearing the music, oh, it's like, Bob, just bop with it. Oh, God. Stick, stick, stick. Oh, it's just, it drives me crazy. I'm like, that's not it. But we got through it. Like I said, we put dances on the map that, you know, probably would have never seen the light of day. We ended with the bop. The bop is a very popular dance back in Miami. Most people from Miami thought that episode was like the best. And I understand now because you're seeing a childhood dance you used to do on national TV and we killing it. What? I feel like I'm the people in Miami watching this for the first time.
Let's get the lowdown from our top-notch judges.
We used to be in communication with my sister and my mom told me, your sister did not want y'all to end on the floor because a lot of other groups was doing it. When we did that routine, we felt good. We felt like we were back at home. We put the booty shaking in the middle because they complained that it was always at the end. It wasn't a surprise element anymore. So the week before, I was like, trust me, we listened. And we did. We had fun. We had fun doing this routine. At this point, we were frustrated with the wardrobe. We was frustrated with the music. And we were like, we just gotta perform. And I remember I kept saying, if we stick that jacket switch, we good. And we was good. And we did. And we was good.
Shane Sparks, what'd you think? Yo. The way y'all switched that jacket, it was perfect. I was like, what are they going to do with those clothes? How are they going to get that jacket over there? It was perfect. And you know what's crazy? Y'all know so many different dances between y'all because we grew up doing all these dances. Y'all go kill this show no matter what task y'all get. Y'all just represent it.
Shame. You understood the assignment. Just said if we hit them jackets. Yeah. When he said y'all know so many dances, y'all gonna kill this show. He literally understood it as if he was in rehearsal. And he was never in our rehearsals, by the way. No. He just understood what we were doing. And it's always such a pleasant moment when people understand your art. And he just knew it. He was like, y'all just represent it. And they cut out the part where, I can't remember which judge, but they cut out the part where they mentioned our grills. I noticed that too. They just thought like, why would somebody pay attention to your teeth? And this is why culture matters. And this is why judges like Shane matters. Because he understood the assignment. But basically, these are hood dances. Or Black American type of dance. I'm glad we represented the way we did. I'm glad we was able to put grills in our mouth, even though they didn't want us to show it.
Y'all just represent it. Multi-platinum hitmaker JC Shazay.
I will say the jacket switch was nice, but the hat switch was a little sloppy. When you guys dropped the hat, I did see that. I see this stuff. The other thing is, this is a tough challenge. I mean, you know, again, changing clothes in the middle of a dance performance is tough. I thought it was okay.
First of all, JC, they didn't drop the hat. He didn't drop it. He literally threw it to my brother, and my brother put it on his head. Where was the drop? I see these things. You didn't see that it didn't drop. But anyway, I still love you anyway. But the hat didn't drop. But yeah, he probably hated this routine because, like I said, it represented something that he probably is not familiar with. He don't see this as real dancing. I'm gonna just be honest with you. But when you try to do it and you can't do it, then what? Yeah. JC was like, the hell with this. He was like, it was okay. I understand. I understand that you don't understand. But I love you anyway.
JC's not playing around, all right. Chart topping MC Lil Mama.
Well, let me first say that I'm glad you guys stayed in your element this week by keeping the booty popping. Y'all did it well. The jacket switches was very, very, very hot. I like that y'all really got into character. However, when you guys did your duet with like the ballet, like make sure it's tight. Like when you come back next week, since you're already in, make sure that everything is tight. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lil Mama, once again. Once again. She said she appreciated the booty popping. She glad we kept it and we did it well. Thank you for that. Because she was the one that be fighting for us. That was like, everybody else got their signature. But their signature is booty popping. Y'all got a problem with it. I love how she stomped them with that every week. And Mario too. But she said, the ballet part was sloppy. It was a little off. And one more thing I want to mention about Lil Mama, she commented on our grills. I couldn't remember which judge, but it was Lil Mama. They cut it. They cut it. Review it. They cut it. I remember her saying, y'all represented, I see the grills in y'all mouth. And that's why, this is how you know I'm telling the truth, but y'all should already know because my name is Trill. When she said y'all kept y'all element, they cut her, you see me like this. I did that because she said, I see y'all grills. And I was like, yeah. But yeah, they cut her saying the grill part. I wonder why. We got too Southern for y'all. We got too Miami for y'all. Okay, cool.
Good job. I thought y'all looked tight.
Mario was like, I thought they looked tight. You know what? Because Lil Mama said when y'all do that ballet part, she said because y'all already in for next week, make sure y'all keep it tight. Make sure y'all keep it tight. Basically, keep it clean. She was right. But Mario, I keep telling y'all each episode, listen to Mario. He is literally shading anytime somebody shade us. He's shade. He's like, I thought they looked tight. And then I'm like, maybe he do that with everybody. But when I went to every group, I'm like, he doesn't do that with everybody. But he do it every time with us. He go back and be like, well, it was good to me. He stuck up for us tremendously. Thank you, Mario.
Live in color was saved by your votes this week, but if you want to help him continue on our show, then you got to vote by calling 1-877-75-CREW-1 or text 1 to 23882. Now remember, the phone lines don't open until the end of our show. Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all. All right. We'll reveal the next crew your votes have saved and another that's hanging off a dear life when America's Best Dance Crew returns.
We flipped a coin during the break, and Status Quo will hit the stage first. Their leader, Enoch, injured his ankle last week and was advised not to compete tonight. So let's see how his crew got ready for the Dance Craze Challenge. Enoch sat out the remainder of the rehearsals to try and perform tonight.
Yeah, that suck if I don't get to get on stage because I'm the only one that can attempt the stunts that we're doing this time.
A reminder, they wouldn't let us go off the stage or start off the stage and come on the stage. They said the cameras wasn't able to capture off the stage moments.
FYI, Status Quo. was not aware that we wanted to exit the stage during our performance. This is no shade to them. They just so happened to be the example of how we were being shaded behind the scenes. We were so happy for them, and we loved them so much. And they loved us too.
We are getting closer to declaring America's Best Dance Crew, and now is the time to help your favorite crew rise to the top. We're going to give you the numbers to vote while we look back at all of the performances tonight. They were granted a second chance by our judges, and if you want to keep them out of harm's way next week, then you better maintain the status quo by calling 1-877-75-CREW-6 or text 6 to 23882. To vote for Fish and Chicks, call 1-877-75-CREW-5 or text 5 to 23882. To vote for Cabo Modern, call 1-877-75-CREW-4 or text 4 to 23882. To vote for Break Skate, call 1-877-75-CREW-3 or text 3 to 23882. To vote for Jabberwockies, call 1-877-75-CREW-2 or text 2 to 23882. To vote for Live in Color, call 1-877-75-CREW-1 or text 1 to 23882. And remember, standard rates apply. Voting brought to you by the new AT&T, your world delivered. If you want to vote online, go to dancecrew.mtv.com. Voting starts now. Phone lines are open until Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be here every Thursday night for the next 5 weeks until you at home have chosen America's Best Dance Crew. I'm Mario Lopez. Good night.
Well, I would love to say thank you for watching the Trill Time behind the scenes episode of ABDC, week 3, episode 4. Trying to give you all the juicy details of what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? But thank you for watching. And please stay tuned to the next episode. The next episode is muy importante, just like all of the rest. So make sure you tune in for the next behind the scenes episode of ABDC America's Best Dance Crew Season 1